was back in 2002. Well, actually started with our trainers. Ashley's coach at the time
was Paul Wilson.
My coach at the time was Bolaf Jensen. Paul Wilson said, I have a girl, great girl. Bo said, I have a great boy. And then
maybe they should try.
Maybe let's try and get them to dance
So
together.
it was an arranged marriage from the beginning. Whoa, that's a long list actually.
Whoa!
It's a very long list. It's a very long list. It's a very long list.
If you keep saying that, it kind of...
No, but it's about, I'm trying to think, the most, I think the fact that he always puts his heart first. So in that way, there's a ton of things. If we talk about competitively, he's like crazy competitive. So of course, this is one of the reasons, also one of our successful things within our partnership. But the fact that he always tries to do the right thing. He always tries to put the right thing first. He has high standard of morals and ethics and things like that. And this I really appreciate in a partner and also a man.
Well, first of all, she's extremely charming. She's a competitor like we stopped about maybe 10 years ago competing against each other.
We're either on the same team or we don't compete.
Yeah, because and I'm not exaggerating, even playing games, it ended up one person sleeping on the couch.
I would say Bjorn.
Yeah, probably.
I would say Bjorn. I remember we had a bet one time, they were doing physical training in one of our clubs. And one of the parents comes in and says, Bjorn, you can't get all the kids to do this, it's so hard and everything, I bet you never do it. And he said, okay, I'll do it, you're on. And he was like a fitness dude, like one of these really, really big ones. And so challenged Bjorn, of course. And what happens, Bjorn comes home in the evening, he's blue on all his hips with running because they both took 10-kilo vests on.
I told him,
while
we'll twist it a bit.
These...
We do physical training.
Oh my gosh.
Non-stop, 10-kilo vest on. And I'm not gonna give in competing against somebody.
And then Bjorn said afterwards, like, how can you do that? Just say no, it doesn't matter, you have nothing to prove. And he was like, doesn't matter, I won, it was worth it. I was like, oh, you're such a boy. Sometimes you're quick in your temperament, like very dramatic, over-exaggerated, and sometimes it blows up to something that's bigger than maybe what it is, so maybe over-dramatic. Sometimes I call him my drama queen because I don't know.
I think you're very stubborn.
Yeah, that's true. Sometimes I can be a little bit stupid stubborn.
Red.
Blue.
Hummer. A Hummer. Because it's massive and it's cool and it's... Yeah.
For me, I love cabriolets, so some type of really cool pimpin' cabriolet. I don't know if it would be Ferrari, Lamborghini, Porsche. Your name in Danish means bear, so, and that would be the first animal that would, you're also over dramatic. So I'm thinking that.
I'll say a lion. Yes, for you, a lion.
Bear.
More mental side, mentalist, mind reader, something like Xavier. Yeah.
I would like to be able to move myself from one place to the other.
Yeah.
Transportation, I hate transport.
That's another thing.
I always wanted to be a dancer. I had nothing else. I couldn't understand why I had to do school at all. I always told my mom I only need to count to 8, so what's the problem?
My dream job when I was a kid, I wanted to be an actor.
Until why?
Until this is a funny. Until I was 5 years old, yeah, I wanted to be an actor, and I remember I thought it was so great. I loved movies, and then it was because I was in kindergarten, so it must have been around 5 years old, and I remember reading. I probably didn't read back then, but reading. I saw it in a magazine or something like that. The Danish actors. They didn't really make so much money. They couldn't really, you didn't really, so I thought, nah, that's not gonna work.
Actually, no. No, I did a little bit of singing, like a little bit of singing. I did a little bit of, I started ballet, I did it for like, honestly, a few weeks. And I told my mom, it's just not me at all. So I was allowed to quit that one. Honestly, no. I started Standard Latin and I just fell for it. And I've been doing Standard Latin since I was 6.
I did a lot of sports.
Yeah.
I did football, badminton, table tennis. I did karate, and I also competed in it.
In table tennis at the time
I had to at some point choose if I wanted to play table tennis or if I wanted to dance.
Because he was really good in table tennis as well.
I was quite good in that. I still play once in a while. You know, I think it's fun. It gave something more than the other sports. You know, dancing. You get the competitiveness, but it's not. The competitiveness comes later on. It's the feeling you get when you dance. It's such a satisfaction for the body. I don't think I'm exaggerating. I'm sure we could get as much done within a week as 10 people.
I think that's true.
Because we're very effective, we're very hardworking.
With our sports psychologist in the beginning, when we told him our day and what we had to do and these different things, he said, guys, it's not possible, you cannot sustain this. And this
we've done this for... We have a hyper energy, both of us. Unjust things, like angry to the point of let me close the door and let's nobody see how angry I get. Yeah.
For me, it's also that, but I think the biggest thing for me that upsets me is when you feel that you've really trusted people or something like that, and then they let you down.
Kevin Hart. He's amazingly funny.
A lot of things. Yeah. I think as a general thing.
When people when they don't take themselves too seriously.
Yeah.
You know, when people can make fun of themselves, I find funny. Not when people make fun of other people, find that a lot less funny. But about themselves, I found hilarious. I find it hilarious.